Hello and welcome to Project Piglet. In this video we're going to go over how to invest your money using Piglet. So if you go over to the top right here, just look at cryptocurrencies or stock market. Let's look at cryptocurrencies. So cryptocurrencies, if you just click on that one, are sorted by market cap. So at this time, let's look at Ethereum, which is the second largest cryptocurrency. So you can see here we have Ethereum. We have related currencies off to the left, terms related to the Ethereum blockchain, and then the market cap, daily volume, available supply, and then total supply of Ethereum. So if we look here at the graph, we're currently looking at volume, and that's the daily volume by dollar spent or purchased in and out of the currency. And then we'll add discussion in here, and that's the number of discussions that we are seeing are being piped through a system related to Ethereum. Now we add closing price. So if you look, all of these single lines, they're all normalized. And what that means is they're placed between a value of 0 and 1 or -1 and +1. And the reason for this is we're only caring about percentage change here. We aren't really, when we're trying to invest, especially in cryptocurrencies, where it's almost infinitely divisible, we don't really care about dollar value change. We care about percent. And because of that, we can also, when we normalize it, it's easy for us to add in this expert opinion, which is an aggregate of what you see in the trend charts. So in this case, you can see that way back here, there was essentially a ton of popular opinion about Ethereum. And if you think about December of 2017, prices were going crazy. So that makes sense, basically. And then as we go on, we can see that it starts to kind of dip, and actually sentiment about Ethereum drops, probably because Ripple's exploding or there's some bug or whatever. And you can see down here there might be some top stories that affect that. And then you can see that over time this changes, so you might want to stop buying essentially as soon as the closing price starts outpacing the expert opinion. Now, we also have this graph that we call trade potential, and that's kind of what our algorithm determines is a good time to buy or sell. So it tells you to buy here, tells you to sell down here, whatever. In this case, we tell you to sell typically at the peaks. So if you look at various, and we'll go through them, points, we'll tell you to buy at this trough right here, and then I keep buying for whatever reason in this case. So the way that our algorithm works is it actually predicts the future earnings. It'll be able to tell you pretty accurately when you should buy and sell. So we find that it's about 80% accurate at determining when you should buy or sell, basically whether or not it'll go up or down. We're fairly accurate at that. Now, because we're currently in beta testing, we do not guarantee any of these trading advice, and it's kind of use at your own discretion. Now, also on this page, we have the expert opinion daily change. So this is kind of like, how it changes per day, similar to the promoter score, and also the trend, how much people are talking about it per day. We have these top related stories, which you can see elsewhere as well. Now, let's go over here, and if we just start typing in a company, so for example, Intel, that'll immediately pop up with also companies as well. Now, Intel has several brands, you can see over here, as well as several terms, including overpriced. And you can also see the market cap, the company sector, etc. Now, what's interesting about Intel is it recently had some major bugs. So you can see the expert opinion really dropped suddenly. Like, it was pretty positive, and then it just tanked. So that probably does, and the promoter score is even more negative. Now, what's interesting and what we don't do currently is we're working on a more advanced algorithm to compare stocks and compare cryptocurrencies to determine where you should properly place your assets. But that's currently not released in this beta. So stay tuned for future updates and enjoy investing.